So I'm in Chesterfield at the moment and looking at surveillance cameras, and I'll just show you a few around. So they're pointing in all sorts of directions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, one on the right as well. So we're just going to pop round with Chris, who does the freedom protests in or assemblies in Chesterfield, and just get a few examples of these. So as you can see here, we've got a load more cameras actually on this lamppost up here. What I can't understand is why we don't have like the old-fashioned police boxes that police officers patrol from, somewhere where the public can go and actually contact the police and a police officer come and see them there and then. Why do we have to have this surveillance everywhere? Now it might be for our safety, but it might not be. It might be for more tracking us. So if I can find any more examples, I'll show you those. Just do a quick video on it. So as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cameras up there. And then if you look across at the market, I don't think you can see it too well on today, on each of the corners of the market there's another camera on each of the corners. It's just completely surveillance around here. So is this for safety, or is this some sort of tracking system that they put in and around Chesterfield city centre? If I find any more good examples, I'll put them on after this. So on each corner of the market hall we can see the larger camera, but beneath it we've got 3 smaller cameras on this corner here, and they look very much like HIK vision cameras that I've actually got at home, but there's some very sophisticated technology on some of the HIK cameras. I mean, can we actually get in a bit closer on it and you might be able to see exactly? It's got something on, yeah it is, it's HIK vision. So it's just like the ones I've got at home, but they're absolutely all over Chesterfield town centre. So we'll see if we can find any more. So they're being spied on themselves now. So as you can see, I've just shown you the cameras around the corner. There's another 2 on this corner as well. As you can see here, we've got another 5 cameras, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one of the other ones above it that can actually, 4 below it will point in each direction. Then you've got one above which can actually spin around and look at other directions. So you'd certainly be watched if you come in Chesterfield. But what I suggest to the police is get out of your officers, get out of your cars and actually start patrolling the streets. So I've come further round in Chesterfield. I can see another load just up here. And another load here. Now, I did a protest in Worksop and the police actually used the cameras around Worksop to track me back to my car after my protest. It was a totally legal protest at that time, but when a friend had his bike nicked in Worksop, the police couldn't be bothered to go through the footage to actually find out who had actually nicked his bike because it'd be too much trouble. So the cameras are being used by the police, I guess, when they want to use them, but when people need help they're not being used for those reasons. So that's it. Have a look around your community, where are the cameras, and ask the questions what they're being used for. And like I said, I've got an HIK vision camera at home. They can be quite sophisticated. They can be used to track registration numbers with the software if you get the more advanced types of cameras. So that's it, just a quick insight to surveillance cameras around Chesterfield city centre. Do they make you feel safe, or do they make you feel as though somebody's watching you?